Good morning. Good morning to everyone. Today we will discuss about the steam boilers topic. About in this topic, we will discuss about the modern high pressure boilers in high pressure boilers. So first of all, so what are the in this class we will discuss about the features of modern high pressure boilers and advantages and disadvantages of modern high pressure boilers and working of Lamont boiler of high pressure boiler, right? Some cities where modern where the modern thermal plants power plants located in our area. So some of the modern power plants are there. Is the question boiler is Babcock question Cochrane or Babcock boiler is suited for modern thermal power plants. Uh, and next one, uh, and next one, we will discuss about what are the limitations conventional boilers. So these are the what is the necessity? First of all, we need to know about the necessity of modern boilers to produce steam at high pressure, to improve evaporation capacity, to improve the thermal efficiency, to build and to build the modern thermal power plants. So these are the main necessity. Main necessity means the efficiency of the steam power plants can be increased by the supplying of steam at high pressure and temperature. In all modern boiler plants, high pressure more than the pressure of 100 bar are used. The main features of boilers are the main features are there, and then next one, main features. So method of circulation of water, right? Improved method of circulation of water and steam. So in this, the natural circulation used up to 160 bar only, 160 bar amount of pressure of steam only. Above the 160 bar, forced circulation is used, right? Improve circulation of water. So while whenever to supplying the water into the boiler, right? Water into the boiler to supplying in natural circulation, it means gravitational. And above the 160 bar pressure, forced circulation is used. Forced circulation of water is used means to utilizing the pumps. So to utilizing the pumps, forces circulating by the centrifugal pumps. So in this we need to discuss the natural circulation has been largely used in boiler up to 160 bar. Above that the force circulation is employed. Force circulation is caused by centrifugal pump driven by some external source. So this is the main feature of circulation of water in a high pressurized boiler. And second one, arrangement of drum and tubing. So arrangement of drum and tubing on or before. So we need to the size of water drum is very small, and in certain cases in is completely eliminated. So water flowing through pipes circuits is evaporated and converted into steam continuously. To minimize the resistance to flow, the water passes through a parallel system of tubing, right? You can observe here the size of water a drum is very small, and the in and it and in certain cases in is completely eliminated, right? So completely eliminated. Water flowing through pipe circuit evaporated and converted into steam continuously. So water flowing through pipe circuit is evaporated and converted into steam continuously. So to minimize the resistance to flow, the water is passed through a parallel system of tubing. So you can observe here same arrangement of drum tubing. Drum is very small, are completely eliminated in some boiler, evaporated and converted into steam continuously. Water passes through a parallel system tubing, thereby reducing the resistance flow. So this is the main features of modern high pressurized boilers. And then next one, improved method of heating. So improved method of heating means So whenever heat the water and heat the steam, so we need to, there are methods are there, improved method of heating methods, heating providing large heating transfer surfaces. Superheater is provided and economizer provided, and next one air preheater also provided. So honor before we need to know first of all superheaters is utilizing, and then next one increase the heat transfer rate by hot gases traveling at a supersonic speed. Next operating the boiler above the critical pressure 221 bar 0.2 bar, latent heat transfer made zero. This improves the heat transfer rate. So in this we need to discuss about this to improve the methods means then next one solid fuels used in pulverized form, and this improves the combustion and efficiency, thus evaporation rate. These are the main. Once again I am repeating about the improving methods. The improved methods of heating can be achieved by providing large heating devices such as superheater, economizer and air preheater also used for the to heat the air and to heat the water also. Increasing the heat flow through the tubes by using hot gases traveling with a supersonic speed. Right. You can observe here, increase the heat transfer, increase the heat flow through the tubes by using hot gases traveling with supersonic speed. And next one, saving of latent heat by evaporation of water pressure above the critical pressure. Right, operating boiler we have an above the critical pressure means 221 bar 0.2 bar. Right, latent heat transfer made zero. This improves the heat transfer rate using solid fuels pulverized, using the solid fuels in the pulverized form. Right, so we are using the pulverized form. So this improves the combustion and efficiency of the efficiency of this evaporation. Right, in this what are the main advantages of these type of modern boilers? Advantages and limitations are before. First of all we need to discuss about the advantages. High pressure boilers offers following the advantages. What are the advantages? Efficiency, the efficiency and capacity of the plant can be increased. It means efficiency and capacity can be increased. The efficiency and capacity of the plant can be increased. The forced circulation of water is provides freedom in the design of furnace and tubing, and tendency of scale formation is reduced. Freedom in this case we can call it as a freedom in the design of furnace and tubing. And next one, tendency of scale formation, some amount of mud particles we will produced in the form of at below the total boiler. The tendency of scale formation is reduced, so the unwanted material will be reduced. Right, next to pots are uniformly heated which prevent the danger of overheating. So pots are uniformly heating and less thermal stresses, so we can call it as a, actually pots are uniformly heated which prevent the danger of overheating. And next one prevent the danger of heating. Then next one can meet rapid fluctuations of load without additional control devices. Right, so we can meet the rapid fluctuations of load without additional controllers. Again, lighter for a given output can meet the rapid fluctuation of load. Right, however we have they have the following limitations are there. So we have some amount of limitations. So water should be free from the dissolved salts and impurities. Right, water should be free from the dissolved solids which will be carried over to the turbine and damage the turbine. It means salts and impurities requires high sensitive controls. Right, this is also one of the limitations of these type of modern boilers. Right, in this case we will discuss about the, we have a Lamont boiler is there. It is a modern type of modern high pressurized boiler. It will be produced a maximum amount of heat and pressure also. right? In this case we will discuss about this boiler was introduced by Lamont in 1925. It is a water tube boiler, high pressure forced circulation of water. So water will be passing through the high pressure forced circulation of boiler. It means water will flowing in circulation of forced circulation. The forced circulation is achieved by centrifugal pump, which is driven by the steam turbine. Steam turbine is provided, right? The steam turbine is provided for the to circulation is achieved by centrifugal pump, which is driven by a steam turbine, right? It deals with the smaller quantity of water at high pressure, and high rate of heat transmission can be achieved by increasing the velocity of water, right? So it means it deals with the small quantity of water at high pressure, and the high rate of heat transformation can be achieved by this Lamont boiler, increasing the velocity of water, right? The feed water process economizer, right? The feed water process the feed water process through economizer to a steam storage and separating the drum from which the drawn to the circulation pump. So the feed water is processed through the economizer. Always the water will be flowing with help of economizer. Then next one, this is the water Lamont boiler, right? We have next one is the working of Lamont boiler. So the working means the pump delivers, right, the feed water supplied to the economizer by feed pump, heated water, right? The pump delivers the feed water to the evaporator tube, which circulation is about to 10 minutes of steam generation. You can check here, I am showing here figure, so regarding each and everything, right? You can observe here figure, right? The pump delivers the feed water to a evaporator tube. Water circulation about 10 minutes, the steam is generated. While supplying the water into the boiler, within the 10 minutes the steam is generated. The large circulation of water prevents the overheating of tubes. So whenever supplying the maximum amount of water into the boiler, so to avoiding the overheating of the tubes, the water is rapidly evaporated in the tubes. The water is rapidly evaporated in tubes, and the mixture of water and steam, it means wet steam, enters the drum, right? While the water is rapidly evaporated in the tubes, and the mixture of water and steam, and wet steam means enters the drum, the steam is separated, right? The steam is separated in the drum and is the drawn through the superheater, which is of the convective type, right? It is of the convective type. Superheater is placed in the path of flue gases. The steam flowing through the superheater tube is superheated by absorbing heat of flue gases. Finally, the superheater heated steam at high temperature is delivered to prime mover, right? You can observe here figure what I am told. So again I am, right, you can check continuously. The level of water in the drum is maintained constant by supplying feed water. So how much amount of water is in their drum? So maintained constantly by supplying feed water equal to the same drawn off. It means how much amount of water is already consumed, already converted into steam, that much amount of water is completely maintained, supply the feed water equal to the steam of drawn. The air is preheated by the flue gases. So which air we are sending into the boiler? The air is preheated by the flue gases, therefore leaving the chimney. The preheater air improved the combustion efficiency, right? The combustion efficiency. The Lamont boiler is designed to produce 45,000 to 50,000 kg of superheated steam per hour at pressure of 25 bar and temperature of 500 degrees centigrade, right? So this is the working. So again, once again, you can check here what I am told. So feed pump is supplied to the economizer. By the feed pump, heated water from the economizer flow into the drum. Pump delivers the water. Pump delivers the water from the drum to the evaporator tubes. Water supplying to the drum equal to the steam drawn off. Circulation is about 10 minutes. So circulation is about, the water circulation is about 10 minutes. Within the 10 minutes steam is generated. Large circulation prevents overheating of tubes. So whenever supplying the more amount of water into the tubes to avoiding the overheating of tubes. Next one, in working, steam and water mixture from evaporator enters into the drum, right? Steam separated from the water in the drum. In the drum, steam is separated from the water in the drum only. The steam is superheated in superheater. The steam is completely superheated. In superheater also provided. Superheated steam is supplied to the prime mover. When you are supplying the superheated steam is supplying to the prime mover. Air is drawn from atmosphere by fan and is preheated, right? While air absorbed from the atmospheric by a fan and is preheated. And the next, preheated air improves the combustion efficiency, right? Preheated air improves the combustion efficiency, produces 45,000 to 50,000 kg per hour, pressure 125 bar to 500 degree centigrade. So what are the advantages of again we have a boiler is there. So the lighter in weight for a given output. So the lighter in, finally the boiler weight is lighter in weight, right, for a given output. Small drum makes boiler compact. As a small drum also we can use for the as a boiler compact. No overheating of tubes. No overheating means we need to supply the maximum amount of heat to the boiler. Again, absence of scale formation in the tube. So to avoiding the it will be reduced, scale formation will be reduced in the tubes. So easy starting of the boiler. Easy starting of the boiler means so how we are supplying to the water, right? Supplying into the steam, right? Again, once again you can check here, lighter in weight for a given output. Smaller drum makes the boiler compact. No overheating of the tubes. Absence of scale formation is in the tubes. Again, easy starting of the boiler. High evaporation rate also. High evaporation rate. These are the we are discussed about the this topic, modern boilers, right? Once again you can check here, right? Once again you can check here what we are done till now, from the starting of class 2 till now, what we are done, what are the main important of Lamont boiler, right? We need to know each and everything means so on or before. Generally the modern high pressurized boilers are using right, using in present way, right. What is the necessity? First of all we need to know. And next one, necessity, you can check here, necessity. So necessity means to produce steam at high pressure, to improve evaporation capacity, to improve thermal efficiency, to build modern thermal power plants also. To build the modern thermal power plants also. This is the main intensity of modern thermal power plants, modern high pressurized thermal power plants, right. In this we will discuss about the necessity of main necessity of boiler, right. The efficiency of steam power plants can be increased by the supplying steam at high pressure and temperature. In all modern power plants, high pressure boiler pressure is greater than 100 bar is used. The main features of high boilers are, so first of all, so main features to improve the method of circulation of water and steam. Right, the natural circulation has been largely used in boilers up to 160 bar only. So above the more than the 160 bar amount of pressure, the forced circulation is employed. Forced circulation, so to supplying of water into the boiler, the force of circulation is employed. Force of circulation is caused by a centrifugal pump driven by the some external source. So some external source are used to store to start the method of circulation, to pump the water and to sending the water into the boiler. Right, next arrangement of a drum and tubing. So what are the arrangement is there? The size of water drum is very small, and in certain cases in is completely eliminated. Water flowing through pipe circuit is evaporated and converted into steam continuously. To minimize the resistance to flow, the water is passed through a parallel system of tubing. You can check here again. Once again, drum is very small and are completely eliminated in some boilers, evaporated and converted into steady condition, steam condition. Water passes through parallel system tubing. They are reducing the resistance flow. Right. Right, next one, third one, what is the then method of improve the method of heating. How we are heating? It means the improved method of heating can be achieved by providing large heat devices such as a superheater, economizer and the air preheater. Right, then next one, increasing the heat flow through the tubes by using hot gases traveling with a supersonic speed. Right, economizer and air preheater. So using the solid fuel in the pulverized form. Right, in pulverized form, this is the main one more method of modern boilers in same elements. In this case, main features solid fuels, pulverized form. Then next one, then, so what are the advantages? So advantages, we need to know about the advantages. The efficiency and capacity of the plant can be increased. The forced circulation of water is freedom in design and furnace and tubing, and tendency of scale formation. Right, scale formation is reduced. Right, parts are uniformly. Right, then next one, lighter for a given output. Next one, can meet the rapid fluctuations of board. Right, then next one, can meet rapid fluctuations of load without additional control devices. In this, we have prevent the danger of overheating, extreme compactness. Then next one, lighter for a given output, can meet rapid fluctuations also. Right, then next one, we have some limitations are there. Water should be free from the dissolved solids, which will be carried over to the turbine and damage the turbine. Required high sensitive control. In this case, we will discuss about this Lamont boiler. Already we are discussing in Lamont boiler. It is introduced by Lamont in 1925. It was a water tube boiler, high pressure force of circulation boiler. Force of circulation is drawn by centrifugal pump right? Then the boiler was introduced in Lamont in 1925. It is a water tube boiler. High pressure force of circulation of boiler. Force of circulation is achieved by centrifugal pump, which is driven by a steam turbine. It deals with the small quantity of water at high pressure and the high rate of heat. This transformation can be achieved by increasing the velocity of water, right? Then next, the feed water working of you can check here. uh, the feed water passes through the economizer to a steam storage and separating drum from the which it is drawn into the circulation of a pump, right? This is your working of a Lamont boiler, right? In this the pump is delivers the feed water to the evaporate the tube, so the water circulation about the 10 times in the steam generation. The large circulation of water prevents overheating. The water is supplied rapidly development, right? The steam in the drum is in and then through the superheater, which is of the convective type, supply the supersonic speed. Superheater is placed in a path of flue gases and steam flowing through the superheater tube superheated by absorbing the heat flange gases. Finally, it is denoted finally the superheated steam high temperature is delivered to a prime mover, right? This is your class. Again, the level of water in working principle, the level of water in the drum is maintained a constant by supplying feed water, right, equal to the steam drawn off. The air is preheated by the flue gases before leaving the chimney. The preheated air improved the combustion efficiency. Right. Then the Lawman boiler as designed in for provide 45,000 to 50,000 kg of superheated steam per hour at steam pressure 25 bar and the temperature of 80 degrees centigrade. Right. Again we have an after working we have an advantages are there. So advantages mean, so you can observe here, lighter in weight for given output, small drum makes the boiler compact, no overheating of the boiler, absence of the scale formation. Right, these are the main advantages. Right, then mainly the lemon boiler we have some amount of advantages. Lighter in weight for a given output, smaller in drum makes the makes a boiler compact, no one overheating. Here the tube. Then next one, no overheating of the tubes, absence of scale formation is in the less. And these are the all your advantages. So we will discuss about in this topic. These are the we are discussed in which is the modern high pressurized boiler. So Lamont already we are discussed. So what are the maintenance of main features of modern high pressure boiler? Explain the working of a boiler. So this is your class. Okay, na? Right, in this case, right, you can check each and everything. Right, these are the questions of, you will get the questions in exams also.